Yo, so I'm going to show you just what I've built here. I'll go through everything with you. So I'm actually now in 2027. See here, 2027. This game started in, I think, 2023 to 2024 season. So I've got a few seasons in now. Where do I start? Where shall I start? All right, let's look at my transfers, I guess. So transfers. Show from previous years. Transfer history. Right, so my first season, this is what I did. I got rid of Maxwell Cornet, 7.5 million to Lazio. Antonio got 5.5 million for him. Sold Alphonse Areola, 11 million. Luiziel, the Brazilian wonderkid, sold him for 5 because he's pretty crap. Let's have a look at him now. Oh, he's gone up in value. He's actually doing quite well. Okay, sold Alvarez, 27.5 million I got for him. Aguerd, 18 million. Emerson, 17 million. A couple of loans out. Guido out on loan. That was it pretty much. Got 93 million in. And then I bought Leif Davis from Ipswich Town for 18 million. Can't see a lot of his stats now for some reason. I guess we've sold him and made good profit on him. Sold him to the Saudi League for 35.5 million. That was definitely a good profit after he had a really good first season with me. And he's done all right for them, but then they ended up selling on a free to another Saudi Arabian team. So, okay, that's Leif Davis. So we've got this guy in on loan from Real Madrid. He's a wonder kid. By the way, all of these stats are out of 20. So he was just on loan. He didn't play that much for me. And Buemo from Brentford. He was still at Brentford on this game for some reason. Not a Man U. He was a big signing, 82 million. He's still with me. And he's not doing amazingly. Like his average ratings are like here. But he's having a much better season now. He was nearly sold in the summer here, but I ended up getting him on a new contract because I wasn't getting any good offers where I valued him at. So, and he's just turned around his season, signed a goalkeeper. He's not with us anymore. This guy signed for 19 million. He's now out on loan at Newcastle. Really good loan deal for him. 1.3 million on loan, but he's not actually playing very much for them, which is a shame. He was supposed to be playing. That's Lucas. This guy was alright for a first season. Left back, 3.9 million. I ended up selling him for 20 million. So I made a good profit on him. He's like, okay, he's decent, he's not great. Got another loan in, another couple of loans. Bought this Brazilian wonder kid for 21 million. He can't even get in the team. He's decent, listed for loan. Got this guy, 10 million. Ended up selling him to Dortmund for 27 million. Great profit there. Like he was alright for me again, but he was like a rotation kind of player. Who else did I buy that was relevant? Like this guy did a good first season. I got him on loan and then I signed him. He was quite old, but he scored decent 6 in 15, 13 in 21 when I signed him for 6.5. Ended up selling him to Atletico for 13 million. Again, decent profit. This is how you run a club, do you know what I mean? You're not like those donuts that run the club. But this guy, he didn't do very well for me. He was rated highly. Dutch guy, Joey Veerman. He plays for Brighton now in real life. Signed him for 17.25 and sold him for 24 to Leicester. And then Leicester sold him on for 32.5. So it looks like his journey is up. He's all right, but he just couldn't really get in my team and he was a bit of a pain in the team as well. So I just got rid of him. Next season, big signings I made. This guy has been a beast. Amazing. I got this guy, Moukoko. He used to be at Dortmund. And they'd sold him to Copenhagen for some amount of money. Bought him for 23.5 million. Guy is insane. 16 goals in 29 games. 10 goals in 32 games. And now he's on 4 in 6. Doesn't even play up front normally. He plays like inside forward, like over here. This is where he plays for me. Look at his finishing, 17, his flair, he's quick, works, off the ball great. Just a great player. What a great buy. He's now worth like over 100 million. I've had loads of people interested in him, just not interested in selling. Had this guy for a while. He was rated highly, Karim Kanate, but bought him for 20 million. Just wasn't really hitting the back of the net very often. 8 in 24, 4 in 22. So ended up selling him for 42 million to Leicester. Just, I would say, cut my losses, but it's got a good deal for him, so sold him. This guy is a wonderkid, Montserrat. Look at his stats. He doesn't even get in my team very often, but it's a shame because he's actually really good. With 14 million bought him for, and he's now worth like 41 million, but he would definitely get more than that if I wanted to sell him. He kind of just comes on as a sub occasionally and kind of hovers around the second team. Not really that much in it. Bought this guy, big signing, 39 million as a defender. He's now worth like 80 million. Solid centre back. This guy is a beast. Bought him for like 20 million. He's now worth like 180 million. Look at his stats. The yellows are the best. He's got dribbling, like free kick taking, long shots, passing, technique, vision, flair, off the ball, and his stats are going up like with my training. Look at his history. He plays normally like attacking mid-centre. 7.22. He needs to step it up a bit in this season. He was injured for a while. So that was that. They were my signings in, pretty much. My good signings. Got rid of Nicholas Fullback, who can get in the team. Sold him for 25 million. What a rip-off. We spoke about him. Got rid of Max Kilman. This was a great little deal. Loaned him out to Man City to start with, and I made them have a compulsory buy for 28.5 million. And then they ended up loaning him out to Celtic and now to Brighton, and like I just capitalized on him amazingly. Look at that, 28.5 million for Kilman. Kudus sold him to the Saudis for 67 million. And then at this point, I nearly bought him back because he wanted to leave for more money. They paid him like crazy money. So I sold him here for 67 million. He did really well for them. And then they let him go on a free for some reason. I don't know why. And I was about to snap him up on a free here, but he wanted outrageous salary, like 500k a week, and I just wasn't prepared to pay it. But now I should have done really, because he ended up being sold to Liverpool for 66 million. So yeah, he's pretty good. But he wasn't good enough really to be in my team constantly. Got rid of Rodriguez, 30 million. They were the main ones in that season. Next season, who were the good ones I brought in? Sergio Gomez for 45 million. He became pretty much my fullback over here. Big money, but like he's done pretty good. He's dropped off a bit this season, but like yeah, his stats are pretty good. Sergio Gomez. This guy is kind of like growing. I bought him for 4 million. He's now worth 20. Pretty decent. He's now getting in my team quite a lot in the Premier League as a right back. I want to he's 21. I want to groom him into being like a beast. Like he could get there, but he needs to improve quicker. Bought this guy Mosquera. He actually plays at Arsenal now in real life. Bought him for 75 million. I think he was a record signing at the time for me. He could do better, but he's like my main choice centre back. Tackling, marking, positioning. He's quick. He's strong. Works hard. I got Hermanson on a free transfer. He wasn't in my. This was before he was actually at West Ham. So I got him on a free. He'd gone to Al Hilal in Saudi Arabia for 52 million. And then I got him on a free. That's the only reason I got him. And he's like decent for a free transfer. 16 reflexes. He's like rated quite decently on this game. He was on big money, 450k, but I paid nothing for him, so whatever. He's like my backup goalie now. Last season, he was my main goalie. Now, this guy is probably one of my best signings ever. Bought him for 62 million from Porto. Look at his stats. Look at what he's done for me. 16 goals in his first 27 games. And he's got 3 and 6 for me now at the beginning of this season. But he's just like gets man of the match performances all the time. He's actually now my captain because look at his leadership and determination and work rate. So I've actually made him my captain. Paquetá from Tottenham for 129 million. Look at his stats. Look, mentally, he's just great. Physically, he's an animal. He's a world-class midfielder. with tackling and marking and technique. He does really well. Look at his stats. Star player, always getting above 7 on average. It was a good signing. Expensive, but a good signing. This guy, he's like a talent for the future. And possibly sell him. Someone's interested in him. Got rid of a lot of like dead wood. There's Max Kilman when he went. Got rid of Souček for 12 million. Don't know who that is. I bought this guy in. He didn't do very well from Arsenal, and then I ended up making a lot. Who else? Sold Veerman, 24 million. Last season, I bought this guy, a wonderkid, 23.5 million from Genk. Look at his stats. He's now worth like 100 million. He could do better. He comes on and normally changes the game when he comes on. Got a couple of loan signings. Another really great defensive midfielder, Kamara. Bought him. Look at his stats. He's also one of my first names on my team sheet. His stats aren't that great, unfortunately, but he's just solid. Him and Sarr in the defensive midfield partnership. This guy I bought for 20 million from Roma. He is only 19 years old. Look at his stats. 19. He's already gone up. He's only going to improve. Ricardo Santos, 30 million, a wonder kid. Or very professional, and look at his stats. He's got some really good. He's only 19. He's going to become an absolute beast. He's not a real player. He's a regen. So he was generated by the game. They have intakes every year. Got this guy on loan. He ended up playing most of the instead of Hermansen in goal. Brought him as a backup, but he ended up being actually pretty decent in goal for me. Conceded 6 and 11, and he got a 7.19 rating. I wanted to get him on loan again, but they wouldn't give him to me. Estevao from Chelsea, he's like a wonder kid. Got him on loan. He was all right. He's back at Chelsea now, 100 million he's worth. Bought Harvey Elliott for 40 million. Looks like he's on his way down, but he actually played all right. He needs to improve. But he's 24. Hopefully he gets better. Otherwise, I'll cut my losses on him. This guy looks a beast. 62 million from Bayern Munich. Plays as a left back for me. These are his stats. He's even scored a goal already as a left back. And yeah, he's improved already since he's been at me. Grimaldo, this is a good signing. Bought him for 51. We're rising to 63 depending on future stuff. Look at his ratings. Wow, look at this dude. He plays as a left back for me, as a fullback. Doing really well. Also scored, I think. No, he hasn't scored yet. But yeah, he's got a lot of assists and he's really good at free kicks, I think. Free kick taking 18. So when he plays, he's just great at free kicks. He scored a goal in the Carabao Cup. This guy, sadly, I can't register him because of the rules for the Premier League, but he's decent. He was a backup. I want to loan him out. And this guy is another beast. Like, he should be a first-team striker, but he's only my second-team striker. He can't displace Omaridan, but he is, look at his stats. Dribbling, finishing, heading, flair, determination. He's an elite striker. He's not world-class, but he's banging them in left, right, and centre. Look at his... Since he's joined me, 5 goals, 8 games with an average rating of 7.23. Like, you can see the quality I'm getting now is just superior, because I'll show you what I've done with like the results I've got and everything soon. So got rid of made a lot of money here got rid of Kanate, got rid of Somerville for 23 million. Sold a goalkeeper I bought, made a profit on him, made a profit on Simeone, who'd done all right as a sub-striker. Sold Paquetá to Al Hilal for 85 million. How's he doing now? Let's see. He's now worth 15 million. That was a great deal. What a great deal. I sold him peak time. He done all right for me, but it was just the time to sell him in an 85 million offer. Out you go. Ward-Prowse, I didn't get as much as I wanted for him, but hey. And then in this season, I signed Dybala. If you know who he is, a famous world-class striker, basically, from Juventus, I think it was. He played in Juventus mainly. Was a massive feature in the Italian team. He looks like he moved to Roma just recently, like even before the game. And he is a backup attacking midfield centre for me. But look at his stats. I've got him on a free, paying him 250k a week. But look at him, and he's a backup. And this guy was one of my big signings. Trubin as a new goalkeeper to replace what's his name, Magnuson. He really needs to see his potential. He is going to be amazing, but he really needs to step things up because he's also on the way down, which I don't like to see this after spending that amount of money on him. He's conceded 5 and 6 in the Premier League. I was hoping for a bit better from him. I hope he'd be a world-class keeper, but got to keep an eye on him. I had this player who I signed, sold him, sold Jared Bowen for 47 million. Not as much as I wanted for him, but to be honest, he was on his way down and he was causing six-hook in the squad. So I just got rid of him. Like, you look at his performances, they just weren't good enough, really. And he had too much influence in the team, so I got rid of him. Godfrey, he'd done all right for me, but I got a good, decent transfer for him. He was, his stats aren't great. He did have good performances for me. You see his performances here, all above sevens, but I'm going to sell him on that kind of profit, from 10 million. And yeah, so they're my signings. This is how I play tactically. So this is my formation pretty much, how I look. This is pretty much my first team at the moment. Tadibo is actually now one of my number one centre backs. His tackling, his marking, he's physically a presence. I had a lot of offers for him. I've still got people interested in him. Porto want him. He could do better. He could be improved on. If I get a really good offer for a centre back, I'll look at replacing him. If I see a really good player. And Buemo normally, he's been banned at the moment, but he normally plays instead of him. But look at Luis Guilherme. Look at his potential. Look how he develops. I mean, actually, his stats aren't amazing, but he's always improving. He's only 21, and just look at he 25 appearances, 30 appearances his first main season with me. Didn't do amazing, he's all right. But then look how he's growing. So he has a lot of potential. Look at his flair. He always just seems to turn it on when he actually plays. I don't know. His stats don't really reflect. His stats and his ratings don't really reflect how good he is. Let's have a look at. Can I show you club info? How we've grown. This is me. Ooh, I'm a 5-star manager because I've won everything. I've won 2 Champions Leagues. A Champions League. I've won the Premier League once. I won the European Cup Winners' Cup. I don't know. Must have been back. That wasn't me. I won the UEFA Super Cup twice. I won the FA Cup 4 times, so probably 3 times because one was already from the history. We won the Carabao Cup once, the Conference League once from before, Community Shield twice. This is some reserve league. These are now. Look at our trophy cabinets I've joined. Up the training, we've got state-of-the-art training now. Youth facilities are excellent. Worldwide reputation. Our revenue is just climbing the whole time. New owner now. Yeah, they left. They were bought out. Owner's all right now, but he sometimes gives me a little bit of pushback when I want to get some really good players. Still at the London Stadium. This is our stats really. These are my landmarks. This is when we won stuff. This is when Sullivan left. We've got this guy. Cup winners, 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 winners. Some of our records. Best 11. How is he the best 11 goalkeeper? That's crazy. Wow, a lot of these players are not even here anymore. Club vision. Let's have a look at my results. I'll show you my results. And then my first season is here. So you can see had a few draws here against the bigger clubs, which didn't bode well. But yeah, pretty good. Second season. Third season. You can see March, more greens. Hardly any losses already, so I'm already stepping it up there. Fourth season, almost no losses at all. Lost 3-1 to Inter away, lost 2-0 to Man City away, lost 2-1 to Monaco away, lost 2-0 to Tottenham away, lost 1-0 to Napoli randomly away, 2-1 to Liverpool away, 3-2, lost 2-3 at home to Man U. But other than that, pretty much won everything. And now this season, I have only lost randomly 1-0 away at Newcastle. I was playing as my second team in this game. You can see. No, actually, I was playing mostly my first team. Actually, that was just an aberration. You can't win them all, right? And I lost 2-1 away at Liverpool. So yeah. And yeah, that's about it. I'll quickly show you maybe a game. This is how it looks. So you get like the news coming through the whole time. So we've got Arsenal now in the Football League Cup, Carling Cup, whatever you call it. This is all my training. I've got a very specific training. Like most people go nuts with the training, but I am keeping it pretty low, like very high intensity. But I want them to improve their attributes rather than focusing on like all of the different tactical stuff, which is why a lot of this is just rest. Actually pause it so you don't have to waste time watching this, and then I will play it when we get to the game. So here we are. We're about to take on Arsenal in this cup, in the Carabao Cup. Champions League holders West Ham have home advantage, which gives them the edge in what should be a close encounter against Arsenal. We need to progress. West Ham need to progress beyond the current stage in order to live up to minimum expectations. No selection problems. Great. So let's go on. The thing about this game is it's so intensely, amazingly detailed with like real players, like hundreds of thousands of players from all over the world. Skulls is improving. He gets like on sometimes for me. Like he's a bit of a backup defensive midfielder. I play him as. What's this guy? Player of the match. He's my under 18s. Let's look at this guy coming through. Like, awful, awful stats. But he's only 16, so who knows how he's going to be. But he played well here. I normally just have a quick look at who's doing well, see if there's any amazing. This guy's got a lot of potential as a goalie for the future. He's only 17, and you know these will all come on quite a lot. He's a regen. So I normally would for the Carabao Cup probably play my backup team, but as I'm recording, I don't want to risk losing. And also we're playing Arsenal, so depending on the players that they pick, could be quite a tough game. So yeah, this is going to be the team I think. Let me just clear the subs and see what they suggest. Clear subs. And then I normally just, for like subs and stuff, just get them to pick. Because maybe Luis Guilherme will be in it. Yeah, so he's been put in this now. He's back to full fitness. And like all of these players, a lot of these are under 21s. They're just not going to really be in this team. Let's untick under 21s. So I mean, these are the others who didn't make my team, but these are most of these are my second team. So they're not getting a run out. They normally would play in this game, but they're going to have to sit out. So we're going to submit this team sheet. Everyone's happy. They are playing relatively second-ish team, I think. Although Rice is playing, he's their captain. So I'm gonna tell them what I want. Give them a little boost before the game. And we are at kickoff. Let's see how we do. So I can shout at them. There we go. Let's go, boys. Look at this. It's all a bit, the graphics are probably a bit jumpy just because I'm recording as well. It's not normally like this. Come on. There we go. Oh, no. Questionable offside. Yes, get in there. 1-0. Come on. 10 minutes into the game, 1-0 up. That's what I'm talking about. Let's go, boys. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles. Pretty bubbles in the air. United! United! Keeping the boys nice and calm. Don't want any rash tackles. We're 1-0 up. See their conditions over here and their ratings as the game goes on. So 31 minutes in. Oh, Arsenal have a free kick, pretty deep area. Ah, wow, goalkeeper saved. Great save. Thought that was in. And that's why you spend 100 million on a keeper. 7.2 rating now in this game. He's kept us in it by the looks of things. Be honest, with my first team playing, I really thought we'd be dominating more than 1-0 against Arsenal. That's my expectation. Very high expectations now. But then Arsenal and Liverpool always tend to be a little bit. Ah, crap, got an injury. Almada, let's bring him off for Fabian. I was grooming Fabian actually to be a captain, but because he's not first team because he's very professional, with determination, and he always does seem to pull things out of the bag. 4 goals in 6 games, but yeah, he's not my number one in that position. It's a shame he couldn't make it to half time because he cost us a stoppage. you don't want to happen in a League Cup game, isn't it? Have one of your main players get injured. So if we can get another goal or two, I'll probably start subbing off some of the first team to keep them fresh for the next game. Half time. Let's see if any other subs should be made. Not playing terribly, but we could definitely be playing better. Start second half. Oh, guess who the manager of Arsenal is on this game right now? Lopetegui. Yeah. And I've got the current Chelsea manager as like a coach in my team. He was unemployed and he applied for the job as a coach. So I was like, all right, what a sick coach to have. I can't remember his name, like Emilio Martin or something. No! Oh, I thought it was a pen. Come on, boys, let's get the ball. No. Oof, that was a close one. It's a very thin lead, and I'm not sure we actually deserve it in this game, to be honest. I'm sure if we looked at our XG, it would be less than Arsenal's. Arsenal's have had more of the ball, but it's about who's converting those chances at the end of the day, and we've converted one more than them. Here we go. Oh, Mbuemo taking the corner. Sar, another corner, keeping on the pressure. Mbuemo, boom! Second goal of the game. Love it. Now we should put this past any doubt now. So praise my players. Well done, boys. You're doing great. Keep up the great work. Watch all of these guys get smiley facing. Yeah, all smiley now. They're all happy that I praise them. See if we any subs. 64%. And maybe I'll take these guys off as well. Moukoko, they're also on the low end. Not needing to come off now, but we're pretty safe. I can probably take them off and Bissaka. All right, let's do that. So I'm going to take one Bissaka off for... Actually, I'm going to switch him with the left back who can also play at right back. And then I'm going to take him off for Grimaldo, who's a great set piece specialist. It's good to have him on. And then I'm going to take Moukoko off for Harvey Elliott. And I'm going to take Omarodion off for Boniface. That's 4 subs. I've got 1 left. We'll keep that one for now, just in case we need to change anything. Go out there and make a difference, boys. Let's go. Good save. That was offside anyway for them. Subs are on. Blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, nearly reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum bum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum ba dum. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, you nearly reach the sky, and like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Ba-dum ba-dum bump, ba-dum ba-dum, ba-dum 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 bump, ba-dum ba-dum, ba-dum ba-dum ba-dum. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. They fly so high, they reach the sky. Then, like my dreams, they fade and die. Fortune's always hiding. I've looked everywhere. I'm forever blowing bubbles, pretty bubbles in the air. Declan Rice just got an injury time goal, first goal of the season. Hopefully that doesn't change anything, but there are 6 minutes of injury time. Maybe it'll just change the mentality slightly just to hold on to this lead. We don't want to become exposed. Let's just balance it out a bit. Azari Balaga is going forward to join the Arsenal attack. They're really going for this. They really want to make it a draw and get it to extra time. I really hope they don't do that. 2 minutes left. Come on. Come on, let's keep the ball. They're exhausted. Look at their conditioning. We're a little bit, but much less than them, looks like. Come on, you Irons. That's it. Come on, blow the whistle. That's it. 2-1. Let's have a look. Yeah, we had more shots than them. Our XG was actually better than them. Yeah, we deserved to win. But it wasn't easy. Definitely had to fight for that one. So it's nice to beat our rivals. Let's focus on the next challenge. Gosh, he's injured for 4 to 5 weeks. Put my arm around him and say you were superb in front of goal. And yeah, who do you want to join the next round game? Don't know why. There you go. Little insight. This is how West Ham could be if I were the manager.